African men didn't help me.
So the African men didn't help you, and you picked the white one. Mm-hmm. You left the white one again.
Even pastors have kids elsewhere.
How are you able to manage 5 kids and having running 4 businesses here in Deutschland when people who have 1 kid cannot even have a business going? Below there. Yes.
Rich people do not date dumb people.
So, alright guys, welcome once again to LapoteeTV, the only YouTube channel that is dedicated to bringing stories to light and bringing African personalities that are based here in Hamburg and Germany on the platform so that you get to know them one-on-one. And today I'm here with one lady that has done so much for herself. I mean, she started at a very tender age, and trust me, the things that she has done for herself, we begin to talk, we're not going to end. She says she owns 5 businesses. She has a lot of kids and all that and all those things, but I'm not going to go much into details. She's here with us. We're going to talk to her and she's going to tell us all about herself. Teresa, it's nice to have you on LapoteeTV.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
For someone who is watching right now that you're on LapoteeTV, who is Teresa?
Teresa Onen is my name, but my real Ghanaian name is Teresa Boateng.
Okay.
Yeah, I come from Ghana. I was born in Ghana, but raised in Germany. I came to Germany at the age of 8. Okay. And yeah, Teresa is a humble person, very outspoken, very open, friendly, and charitable.
Charitable, that's
very
nice.
Charitable.
That's nice. You know, it's interesting. So one thing that drew me attention, I decided to bring you on this platform, the fact that you mentioned that you've got 5 businesses. Someone will say you look very young at your age to own 5 businesses. What inspired you for you to decide to, have all these businesses? Let me put it that way.
It's true who I associate myself with, yeah. My ex-husband is one big inspiration. He's the one who made me who I am, I can boldly say. He's into real estate, so that's where I started, real estate sector. He brought me into it and he taught me everything I know about real estate. He's having a real estate company, and now he has retired, so his daughter is the one who is taking off. I think they have 5 or 6 in Germany, real estate companies, if I'm not mistaken, at the moment. Yeah, and his daughter is the one who took over. So that's how I started with real estate. And then through the divorce, I wanted to do something different on my own. Yeah, so that's when I started with the charity stuff. I came up because at the time I was married to my ex-husband. Where I was staying, I was privileged to be around wealthy Germans. So I went from door to door I did a flyer, went from door to door to talk to each of them, telling them I want to go to my country, I want to give back to the community, to the less privileged, especially the orphanage homes. So yeah, they took it as I brought it up, and they wanted to support me. I rose like a lot of money.
I see.
And brought 2 20-feet containers to Ghana. Wow. I was just 26 by then.
20-feet containers?
40, yes.
For those who do business and send containers to Ghana, they know. Guys, that's a very huge one.
Yeah, the big
those
one.
Containers in Ghana, they people used to build houses like that.
Exactly.
Do stores and things. Wow.
We brought 2.
It's interesting, you know, when you were along the line, you said something about the fact that your ex-husband real estate, and I'm sure some young lady out there said, oh, wow, I wish I'm also going to get and my ex, whatever, a man who also was into real estate.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of a thing. So, yes, so we're going to talk all about that, but who is Teresa before she got into all these businesses?
Like I said, I came to Germany when I was 8, and then I grew up here. I went to school. And before I met my ex-husband, I was someone who was always eager. I love fashion. Everything fashion I love. Even when I was in Ghana, I used to dress up. Like I know proper dressing. And I associated myself with wealthy people. I don't know why I'm privileged with that. I don't know. I used to work in Douglas. Yeah, the perfumery shop in Hildesheim. At that time, Douglas was for high-class people. It was not what it is now.
It's not now people like us, I mean by...
No, not us. You're also wealthy. No, but at that time, Douglas was more of high-class because even we, the workers, every week we had to change our suits. We had customized made suits in colors. pink, yellow, green, like every color. We have to dress up properly every week. 1 week we will be blue, all of us in blue. And you learn how to do your makeup. And like, it was different. And the clients we had were different. Nowadays, Douglas is for the average. But at that time, I even have a picture. I didn't take it along with me, but I will show you one thing. I was having my blue coat. I love royal blue. It's my favorite color. And it was different. The client base was totally different. Only rich people used to come to Douglas. That's what it is.
Yes. Anytime I want to interview someone, I take the time, to follow up and get to know more about them. And I think for quite some time now, I've been following you. And I think whenever you come to life, you see a lot. And, it's interesting, some of the things that you said. And one thing that you said that I don't want to forget is the fact that you said you had a lot of kids from different men.
Yeah.
And it's just right unfortunate, but the part of our world where we come from, Africa, when people happens to find themselves in such a situation, we have a way we perceive how we see them.
Sure.
But anytime you come on live, whatever you need to say is that seems not to bother you. You are rich, you are successful, you are doing good. Are we saying that? So for someone to become rich, all of coming, it covers, or like that's what matters. It doesn't matter the kind of life you live. People can just go and like have kids with unforeseen contingencies are there, but people can just do whatever they want to do. So provided they are successful, that's the most important. Is that what it is to you? I'm asking because I'm sure the fact that I'm bringing up here, someone has been watching your life. I think recently I was in your life and someone can say some couple of things. And that's the reason why we have this. Is it what it is to you? So far as you are successful, it doesn't matter whatever life Teresa have led or that kind of a thing. Is that what it is to you?
No, of course not. No one wants to have children from different fathers, but life happens. We all go through things. What I want to portray out there is everyone have their own story. Mine is different from someone's. Maybe someone is that kind of person who wants to have children from wealthy people. That's not my case. Yeah, that's not my case at all. I didn't go in to have kids with wealthy people. That's not it. But quite unfortunately, I was searching for love at the wrong places. That is how I see my story. But it does not make me less Teresa. I was smart enough to stand up, own whatever I've been through, take care of my kids. I was a single mother from the age 19 that I got my first daughter till now. Yeah, I was privileged to later on get to marry my German ex-husband, who adopted the 2 kids I brought into the marriage. And that was something that helped me. But still, to them, I was taking care of my kids. So I'm not portraying go out there, have kids. No. I am saying life happens. If you find yourself in such a situation like my own, be smart enough. Don't think because you got your child at the age of 19, you should stay home, not do anything. My mom was supportive. You need supportive parents to back you in terms of that. Yeah? I'm all about no matter what age you are, if you happen to have a child, it's a blessing. That is what I want to portray out there. A child itself is a blessing. Someone is rich, but they can't have that one child that you are privileged to have. So think twice. Especially in Germany, we are privileged to get support from the government. Yeah? That is where I want to open people's eyes. It is not a death sentence if you happen to have children at an early age. But be focused. I was smart enough to still work hard. I was working at CNA those days. Yes, I had my daughter. My mom was taking care of my daughter. I would work. I got a nice apartment for myself, for my mom and myself. My mom was living in my house that I rented with the money I got from CNA. That's where I started. I'm that kind of person. I'm a go-getter. Me, Cody, you get it. So I work hard.
That's good. All right, guys. So like you say, this is LapoteeTV, and that's one of the reasons why we have set conversations. Like she said, go get her, work hard. irrespective of kind of situation that you find yourself, whether you have born one or born two, that kind of a thing, that should not stop you from pushing and becoming the person you want to be. And that's the message she's pushing out there. But Teresa, don't you think sometimes people go like, when something happened once, we say it was accidental. When it happened twice, we say, oh, the person didn't know. But like, I mean, these are just your very words. Like I said, I was following you much on TikTok. You said you have, I don't know, 4 kids from different babies. It's not like I didn't go digging. So you have 4 kids from different babies. When the first one happened, second one happened, third one happened, didn't you come to a point and go like, oh, okay, I'm on the third one with a different man. Whatever it is, I have to make sure that things don't repeat itself. Do you
can't force people to stick with you. I can boldly say African men didn't help me.
Oh, okay.
That was my problem. So far, African men didn't help me. Because my ex-husband, who was German, who is a support system to me till date, although we are no more. But African men, to my relationship I've had with them, didn't help me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the African men didn't help you, and you picked the white one, you left the white one again. Since the Africans went for like, someone was okay. So since you found the white one, that would have been the end of it.
Yes, it should have. But it was not him that was the problem. He was married before we came together. Yeah, they divorced and we met. And his wife was still trying to get him back and trying to force it. I was 26 when I got married with him. No, 24 even. Younger, 24. And it was getting too much for me. Yeah, they already had 2 kids and baby mothers. She was really getting on my nerves. And I didn't like it.
You were very young by then, 24. And you got in with someone who is already having kids. Is it because you had a kid already? So you felt like it would be good to be with someone who already
who is older? No, I am that kind of person. As you can see, I roll with elderly people. Even my female friends, those days, when I was working at Douglas, I met one lady from Caribbean, Charmaine. She was 50 and I was just 17. My mind, I'm different. I'm different. I think ahead of time and I don't really roll with 2 young people.
Right. That's good. We're going to get into your businesses. And also and based on what we've said right now, I think there's a young lady who's also coming up. She wants to be as successful as you are. Maybe she doesn't want to come across these obstacles or these stumbling blocks or take the path or maybe have things go the way it went with you in terms of having this kids. Is there anything you can tell them to prevent things from happening the way it happened to you? I'm
not saying it happened to me. It's bad. It's my story. It is part of me. It is nothing bad. I love my kids. They were meant to happen. I don't see anything wrong with my story at all. Don't get it twisted. I am very proud of my kids. It is what has made me Teresa. With the knowledge, the wisdom, I'm here to even advise people. I have the privilege to advise people on TikTok. It is my experience. Good or bad is part of my game, my story. Everybody has their skeletons in their cupboard. I'm brave enough to come out with it. People are hiding theirs. So it is not a bad thing. In life, everyone goes through make bad decisions, good decisions. It forms you as a being. So none of my kids, it's a mistake.
Kids are a blessing.
Yes.
We are not saying that it's something bad that happened, but I believe if you had your way, or according to the way we were raised, society coming from Africa.
That's the African belief.
Yeah, I'm just saying that we believe that it makes more sense when a man or a woman is monogamous, married to one man, that kind of a thing, have kids with the same kind of man. That's
not how life is.
Oh, okay.
We can boldly say, even pastors have kids elsewhere, just that we don't know what is happening. Some people keep things. Yeah.
So I'm just trying to find out. It has happened. This is what it is.
Yes,
it's not whatever it is.
Exactly.
But if you had your way, would you have loved a family whereby
everyone wants, of course.
Okay.
That is everyone's.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
If it does not happen, I'm not going to kill myself because of that. That is what I want to portray out there.
All right, guys. So like I keep saying, this is LapoteeTV. I just said it from the lady Teresa. Everybody desire to have kids with one man, that kind of settle and that kind of thing. But if it doesn't happen that way, that is it. You just have to move on and don't see it as something and let it kill your spirit, that kind of thing. Yeah, so still here with Teresa. Teresa, you are one person, like I said, when it comes to here in Germany, I feel like you've done a lot. Because like I said, anytime somebody comes on my show, I take the time to want to follow up. Like you were saying, you said you have a group of companies, businesses, let me say businesses, with the name Trini Boat. Yeah. And then at a point in time, you said that you registered your businesses in Ghana.
It was always registered in Ghana. Just recently, last year, I tried to register all of them here in Germany, which I did.
Oh, okay.
But then through the accident, I had to, because Germany, you register, you have to pay tax.
Oh, okay.
So because I was not working at that moment, because of the accident, I had to cancel the registration and heal before I'll re-register it again when I'm ready.
Oh, okay. So why did you decide to register your businesses first in Ghana before finally coming to?
Because Germany is a bureaucratic country. At that time, I was not fit with how to go about business here. Ghana is different. Ghana, you're more free to do certain things. It's not like that strict like it is here. So I did it because, first of all, I wanted to move to Ghana. That's one thing.
That's one of the reasons.
That is why I did it. And then because things didn't really go on well, like expected, you know how. Yeah, so that's the first fact why I registered it in Ghana.
Okay.
Here, everything is more strict, you know.
Yeah, I know. Okay, because like you said at the point, you said something about tax. So I was feeling one of the reasons why you registered a business because of tax system and stuff like that.
Not necessarily. I mean, you have to, in Ghana too, you have to pay tax. The bureaucratic country, everything. We have to keep our letters for 10 years. Yeah, Germany, you can't just throw your letters away. They can refer you. They can maybe like 5 years later, they will ask for this and this particular letter. You have to provide it for them. So everything is stricter than in Ghana. That's why like I was not up to that standard. But now we have grown in knowledge, in experience, and we are ready for it.
That's good. Being a parent and having 4 kids, of course, you mentioned you having a foster kid, some that kind of a thing. How are you able to manage 5 kids and running 4 businesses here in Deutschland when people who have 1 kid cannot even have a business going? How are you able to do that?
You know, we are all built differently. That motherly attitude was in me when I was little. I'm that kind of person. Okay. I love kids in general, and I'm not done with my kids.
Oh, really?
Yes, of course.
Wow.
I want more.
Okay.
So I'm that type of person. Yeah, I'm that type of person. And with the businesses, I have support, of course. I have a manager, Mr. Percy Otre, who supports me. My brother is also part of my board of directors. And then my daughter, who happens to be 19 now, Amanda, she is also one very huge support system. She's also one of my managers here. She drove me here, you know. So she,
So in other words, you have people that you...
A lot.
Okay.
A lot. I'm not alone.
Okay,
I have a whole team. And then, yes, we are a lot.
Let's take your business one after the other. You said how you started real estate. And you know, I was listening to you then again on TikTok. You said something about how the idea was for you to be a millionaire. Now you are dreaming of being a billionaire. Someone would think, if you put it that way, that means you're already a millionaire. Teresa, are you a millionaire? Yes.
We are all millionaires in my... We are all millionaires. I mean, if you put together whatever you have invested in, whatever you have as properties, of course, like we have passed that.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In that term. I don't say physical. No. Don't say that. Everyone is a millionaire.
Okay.
Germany, I mean, if you work, you have a credibility, you can get even 1 million. If you work and you can, everyone is a millionaire.
Oh, okay. Would you like to talk about how you started your real estate business? I know you said you were married to someone who was
into it. He brought me into it, actually.
Yeah, so in case someone is listening here and they also feel like they want to get into that real estate business, maybe they've come across some money, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain and tell how it works?
With my angle, what we used to do is, like, because we already had capital, We mostly, sometimes we buy houses or apartments. I started with apartments. My ex-husband is how I've done the houses and the like story building, family houses. But I started off with apartment. My first apartment I bought was at the age of 26. And it was a 3-bedroom apartment in Atambushin. And yes, I bought it. It was, I think, 70,000, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, at that time, it's some years ago. And then I had to renovate the washroom because it was not up to the standard I wanted it. So I invested 10,000 more, which made it 80,000. And then we were looking for 2 banks to finance it, which was Sparkasse and Volksbank. So we got, I think, one of them was financed by Volksbank. And then they financed it. We withdrew our money. Yeah. Are you getting me on that aspect?
Yes.
I invested. I bought it with the money we had. And then they financed it and we withdrew our money. So I was having that 80,000. And then out of the rentals I was getting out of that apartment, I was saving the money, or I already had from it. And then I saved more. Like I rented it out for 700 and something, I guess. And then because I was doing the real estate management on my own, and that's where the problem comes. When you have your own property and you give it out for rent, because you can't do the management on your own. You need people who are learned. It's their profession to handle it. You need to pay them. So that money, you have to pay them, So that money was off because I was doing the management on my own. So I didn't have to pay for that. So that money was a plus for me. So out of the, let me say 750, or let me say raw 700, when they paid the 700, I had to pay like 300 back to the bank. To the loan I got from them, the investment they made. And it was left with 300. 300, I paid myself like 100 euros, I can say. And the rest, I think it was left with 100 or 200 sometimes. And I was saving that amount of money. So I was not paying back the loan. It was my tenant. That is how you start. But you have to have a capital. Without capital, you can't venture into real estate.
This is a whole topic on its own. Like you said, in case you are someone who wants to venture into that line of business. I mean, she used to offer business talk and stuff like that on TikTok. So probably you can also check it out with the same name, Teresa.
On and everywhere.
So that's it. So it's interesting, and like I keep saying, you said when you were dating your ex-husband, don't mind me that I keep coming here and you're able to have this money, and then someone will say you are making it look quite easy that everybody can just, it's something that everybody can just venture into, but probably you were lucky enough to have someone who was rich like that able to finance you to start something like that.
Sure. Yeah, it's luck. It's luck, and you have to be smart too. Yeah. I had a friend, like I said, who equally was married to a rich man, but later on, she ended up being broke. Why? Because she used to buy fancy stuff, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada with her money. And I was smart enough to invest into real estate. So now, no matter the circumstance, I'm no more with my ex-husband, but I'm still standing. Yeah. I've gained out of whatever. So it's not you being together with a rich. You can be together with a rich man, but you are still a poor person. If he leaves you now, you are doomed.
It's all about the mentality.
You have to maintain certain things, and rich people do not date dumb people. So as a woman, as a woman, you have to be smart. You have to educate yourself. I learn a lot. Oprah Winfrey is one of my mentors. Someone like Sarah Jakes Roberts is one of my mentors. Like, I know who I am. I know who I want to become. I learn. You have to learn.
All right, guys. So like I keep saying, this is the LapoteeTV, where we have such interviews and talk with such personalities, so that at the end of the day, if you are someone and you are seeing someone like Teresa out there, like, oh, I want to be like this lady out there. I mean, she's here and she's talking about it, or how it happens and the steps and the process. So Teresa, still with you, it's very interesting, but most of the things that you are saying here, being an African living here is Germany.
Yeah.
It's quite very hard to see people who are able to get to that level, do things. Yeah, and like I said, that's the reason why we bring people to this platform. So whoever is watching out there will know that it's possible.
It is.
Once Teresa is doing it, it's possible for
Everyone
me to
can do it.
So tell me, at that age that you bought a house, at that very tender age, what was it like? How with your friends and stuff and all that things? How did they feel like? Did you have these circumstances whereby someone was jealous? African people, there are some people when you start life with them, they realize you are in a different level and you are doing something. They began to hate because they feel like they wish you guys are all stuck together. How was it like with your peers when you decided to start climbing and going up the ladder like this?
Of course, jealousy is a normal thing. Yeah, it's a disease, I call it. But it's a normal thing. Even family members can be jealous of you. It is normal. I don't look at those things. It is human nature. Everyone who is successful or who has something better than... It starts with children. Yeah, someone is having a lolly, even siblings. It is a normal thing.
So it's just a part of life. Sometimes
I don't focus on things like that.
Yeah, that's good. And let's talk about your fashion business. Recently, you told me that you are into fashion too.
Yeah.
Tell us more about the fashion business.
I started fashion 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
I started fashion 10 years ago. At that time, I was still married. So we went to, with AIDA, the cruises. I love doing cruise tours. We went with AIDA to the Red Sea tour. Went to Jordan, Israel. We started off in Egypt and went to Jordan, Israel, and all these parts. So we were at, I think, Jordan, and my husband was sleeping. I woke up. I'm a fashion person. I've always been, yeah. But on that night, I got something like a vision. And then I started, I love British wear, trench coats.
Oh, okay.
Love dressing elegant. I love it. So I got the idea, the vision, I can call it, of bringing, because I'm German and Ghanaian too, I wanted to merge two countries, yeah? Because I love UK, British stuff. I merged British wear with African print. Yeah. So if you look at my designs, I brought up trench coats. I designed trench coats at that time. Yeah. Pokello, I work with Elikem Kumoji.
Oh, okay.
Yes, in Ghana. Okay. At that time, he and Pokello came out of the Big Brother house. And those days, one of my designers, I used to work with Mwangi. He introduced me to Elikem, and I draw. I can't sew. I get the visions, I draw, but then he sew. He sewed the designs for me. So that's how I got to meet Elikem too. And Pokello, because they came out of the Big Brother house, he was one of my models for that. It was. We made it celebrities on the runway. I had Kwakesi, I had Funny Face, I had Akwabwa, I had Gifty Adoye. She used to be Gifty Osei, if I'm not mistaken. I had Prince David Osei. I had Fon Rough and Smooth, both of them. But I think Bullet was not able to make it, but Akan was on the runway. So I brought something at that time, 10 years ago. There was nothing like Ghana was not up to standard if it comes to fashion. I can boldly say I brought the way fashion show I'm used to seeing fashion shows here. That is what I brought. I do 2 fashion show, major ones. One at Royal Rochester Hotel. The second one in M Plaza Hotel. And it was spectacular, especially the one in Royal Rochester. I told them to place the stage on their pool, their water. So left and right, you see the the water, and in the between it, you see the runway. It was something different. And then I was privileged to come across one Indian lady, Pavan. She has become a friend. Her husband is also into real estate. She is a British chef. She has cooked for the British Queen before. So she was there in Ghana. We met. Teresa, I'm an open person. I communicate. I try to link up with people. And she's still a friend till now. She designed finger foods, especially for the event. Cocktails. named after like whatever we brought on the runway.
Oh, okay.
So it was something, because even till now, when you go to fashion shows, all you get is water. Getting cocktails, getting champagne, like it was exclusive. We had the former Miss Ghana, and there we had like a lot of celebrities were there too. So it was something different. I brought that original, how fashion show is supposed to be.
Yeah, sometimes people like to endeavor in all sort of businesses to have 2, 3, 4, 5 business, like you said. Would you say this fashion show thing that you spoke about was a successful one? It
was very successful at that time, because I got my clients. That's it. It depends on your client base. Who are your clients? And at that time, like one trench coat, my trench coat, because I used Burberry print inside and quality African prints. The African prints I bought them from Holland. I drove to Holland to get the real Hollandaise and all these African print quality ones. So it depends what you. Yeah.
There was this guy in Ghana then who, I've forgotten his name. He used to be in fashion by then. He was doing this thing, and I learned he was jailed because he was into drugs.
KOD, KKG, I don't know. There are some couple of them.
I forgot his name. He was a very young guy. I think he was tall and skinny by then. Yeah, he was, and that is why I'm asking, because for most of the time, people like to venture into things, especially Ghanaians, and especially when it comes to this fashion show. Sometimes we see the kind of clothes that people are wearing around. Where as I said, these clothes that these people are wearing, who wears them? We don't see people wearing them in town. Up to, I don't know, maybe where we go or where I go. So that's why I'm trying to find out.
It's in the creative, you need to work with artists.
Oh, okay.
If you do couture dresses, depending on your sector, are you into streetwear only? Then of course you do for the average. I don't do my stuff like basically for the average. I do things for average, but my things are more of couture stuff, and like my clientele are the footballers, the rich people. That's my target. So it's a different thing altogether. Yeah, and rich people, they can look. If people buy Gucci, Prada, like my friend I told you, she can buy Hermes bag, Birkin bag, 30,000, 20,000. It's an investment. Those bags are investments.
Those bags are investments.
They are.
Really?
People don't know.
It's bag an investment.
It is.
Oh wow.
Because yes. Yeah. Vintage. It becomes vintage, and you can get them. You can buy Hermes bags, the crocodile, like 100,000. There is no limit.
So you buy a bag for 100,000, you can still sell it more than that at a time.
Of course.
Oh wow.
People, rich people, someone like the Kardashians, they all have Hermes bags, and they are keeping it for their children because they know in future it's an investment.
Really?
Of course.
All right, guys. For those of you who don't know, when you are watching LapoteeTV, Teresa is pouring our here out. So in case you also have some money and you don't know what to do with it for right now, you can go and buy all these kind of bags and keep them. It's going to give you something later in the future.
Sure.
Yeah, let's also delve. Like I said, we're taking it one by one. You also say you were also in the music industry for some time. Tell me, which people did you work with, and what was your experience working in the music industry?
Yeah, I met Akwabua's manager and Roger Kubi at that time. And we work Akwabua's I Do Love You video. We supported everything, like we were there. The girl who shot the first I Do Love You video before Sarkodie came in and shot the latest one. Was even one of the Miss Ghana contestants. We went to Ghana together. And she was the one, Loretta French, she was the girl in the video. She was wearing my suit. I did Akwabua's makeup. Like, funny enough, the video, when we were shooting the video, like a lot of things happened. And that's what I love about entertainment business. Yeah. Seeing how you put things together. Before we started this interview, I saw your struggle. But then people will see everything so brilliant, so nice. Yeah. And that is what I love about entertainment. Like the production, it fulfills me.
That's good.
And seeing the end product.
Did you get a chance, or have you get a chance to work with anyone or people in the entertainment industry here in Germany?
Here in Germany, not. My focus has not been there yet.
You've never worked with anyone, done anything with?
No. Not in Germany. In Germany, no. In Germany, no. Germany has never been my target.
Why? Because someone would say in a way that Africa or the media house or sector is struggling in terms of the African community, and with all your knowledge and all the things you bring, how come you never get to work with?
My focus has never been Germany. That is the gospel trick. Because I know how things are done well here, that's what I wanted to bring to Ghana. At that time, the entertainment industry was not what it is now. Yeah, it was totally not. I can boldly say those days I wanted to sign Stoneboy.
Oh, okay.
And we had we were doing talking. Yeah, I had a meeting with his former manager Carl and Black City at M Plaza Hotel, not knowing Nana Appiah was there, bringing money, and he was ready. I was also ready, but then I'm German. I want to talk. I have vision.
Wait, how many years are we talking about? You wanted to sign Stoneboy.
Yeah.
Someone will say Stoneboy is the biggest artist or the second to biggest in Ghana. You wanted to sign Stoneboy. How many years are we talking about?
Let me see. It should be 2014. When he won,
Stoneboy was not the Stoneboy.
He was not Stoneboy now. No. That was when he won the VGMA, when he started to become the real Stoneboy.
Right.
That was that time.
Okay.
Yeah, when Nana Appiah came with Xylophone Media, around that time. At the same time, I was in Ghana.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So
guys, you know the personality that I'm sitting here with today, you should know. I mean, for someone to say they wanted to sign Stoneboy, you have to know how big the personality that I'm here is. No. It's not. I mean, of course, for you to say you're going to sign Stoneboy, it's not like you're not going to sign Stoneboy with 200 euro, 500,000 euro. You know, there's a lot that goes into this thing.
We were prepared. At that time, I got divorced and I was good.
So, did you ever go to sign any artist?
I later on, because with the big, the problem at that moment, Stoneboy was a different thing. Stoneboy was eager to work, but then they were already in discussions with Nana Appiah, so I was cool with it. It was the right decision he took. So I'm very cool with that. Later on, I've had some couple of artists, I've worked back those, but then I don't want to mention their names.
People want to know because
it's not important. I can boldly say, in the music industry in Ghana, those who know me, they know. That one, no, yes.
Really?
Yes,
let's drop
been supportive. I don't
because right now somebody will say, she should really stay there. Does she look like someone who can stand? You know how people.
Oh, really? Because I don't prove myself to anyone.
No, it's not matter of proving. Sometimes when you want somebody to do a job or you want to work, you look at their track records. You understand me?
Sure.
It's more like say we're just going in circles.
Yeah.
You just told me you are into fashion. You mentioned your what's the name? KOD and
KOD.
No, not KOD. What's the name? Elikim or whatever.
You
mentioned. And now we come to the music industry, entertainment industry, and you said something about you paying for Aquaba.
I didn't say I paid for. No,
I didn't say you paid for his video.
No.
Oh, okay. But
I was supporting.
You were supporting him, yeah. So, but have you held any artists single-handedly and worked with them?
Not fully, because when I came to Ghana to set up the record label, at that moment I was young, 26. And Ghanaians at that time were not ready for a female. In my sector till now, the entertainment industry, as a CEO over a lot of people, my fashion show was organized by Semi Barflex, who is Shatter's manager, and Chasosai Asibe. So Ghana was not ready for someone female.
Ghana was not ready for female.
Till now they are not.
Something like that. Now let's come back home. Let's come back to Germany that we base. I mean, if we look at our community, there are so many artists too that I feel like they are doing well. I mean, looking at the caliber of people you wanted to sign in Ghana, I think we have a few of them. People like Stana. I know you've heard of him. He's not big gospel.
At my Azonto party.
Oh, you see, I know that. Man like Stana and with Newton and Sunny Adams and a few of them.
I know him.
Why would you take it upon yourself to manage some of these artists?
I'm talking to Sunny Adams already.
So very soon you're going to sign Sunny Adams.
We'll see.
Guys, you're going to sign Sunny Adams.
Of course, I would love to. He's very talented.
Oh, okay.
He's vibrant. There are a lot lot of touches you have to do there and here.
So
But
you need a little work, huh?
of course, everyone needs
Work.
work.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody's already made. Yeah,
Okay.
but he's what I look up to. He's good, outspoken. He's smart. Just that people who speak fact like myself, we are not liked by many because Africans don't like
the truth. Yeah,
that's a problem.
Yeah. All right, guys. So like I keep saying, this is LapoteeTV. We have interview with such prominent people in Germany here. So if you are an African and you are someone, you are doing something in the community, try and make it a point and never be at LapoteeTV. Let's get to know you. This is where we unfold stories, that kind of things, and bring stories to life. So still with you, Teresa. So one more of your business. We've talked about your fashion. We've talked about your entertainment, and we talk about you in real estate. I remember you saying you're also into gold. Now tell us.
Yeah, because
gold is a very huge business.
It is.
You seem to be doing business that most of the times you don't find men in that sector. How do you find yourself in the gold sector?
I don't even understand because I don't really think like a woman. I'm different. I've always worked with men, so I have that kind of mindset.
So have you seen gold before?
Of course.
What's the heaviest gold you've ever held? Like how many carats or is it carats? Yeah. Yeah.
Let's not go there.
No, I mean,
what I do with gold is I work together with a company called Gold House here in Hanover, and they are based in Hildesheim, but they have branches, different branches. 2 branches in Hildesheim, where I grew up in a state, and here in Germany, and then they have 2 shops in Hanover too, and a different city. These men, they are Turkish, yeah. They are brothers, 6 brothers or more, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm friends with one of their brothers who is the boss of the Gold House.
Okay.
And what I love about their story is they were having Dodong.
Okay.
They were almost about to be deported out of Germany.
Oh, okay.
And one of the brothers was bold enough to open, at that time, an internet cafe.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but their family, they are into gold. Well, like they are into gold. That's what basically they are into. But he started off with the internet cafe. At that time, it was not common. So in Hildesheim, it was one of the internet cafe. All the refugees used to come and do their calls. So that's how they started getting money. So the deportation was cancelled because they were doing well for themselves. All the family members, father, mother, siblings. There are, I think, 10 siblings, but 6 brothers or 7 brothers, I don't know. Everyone was helping, and that is one thing I miss with Black people. Yeah, Turkish people, I work with them. They are so supportive, togetherness. They help and support each other. We don't do that. We don't do that. That's the problem. Most of the olden successful businesses are family businesses. Okay. That is one thing I want to emphasize on.
Okay. I don't know if you quite answer me.
Oh yeah.
How did you get into the gold business?
So good, because I'm from the Gold Coast, Ghana. Yeah. Okay. Whenever I go to Ghana, I buy jewelries, and then that's when I stopped even buying these fantasy jewelries, because sometimes you don't have like the little coins here. So I was like, it's an investment. Whenever I go to Ghana, I buy jewelries, and Gold House, you can buy and you can sell your gold. Okay. Yeah. So I sold, and I knew the amount I bought it in Ghana for. And what I got from them was extreme. And I'm like, hey, so I asked him, is the African gold more of value than the European one? Yes. And he was like, yes. Okay. And I said myself down, I'm like, we are from Ghana. Why don't we because everyone goes to holidays in Ghana. Why don't you, whenever you go, you buy your gold and you can sell it. At least you get your coin. Instead of you buying fake jewelries and throwing it away because it will get spoiled. So that is what brought me into gold business. Yeah. I started off buying it and then selling it at Gold House. And yeah.
You seems to have done quite a lot for yourself. Now let me ask you, throughout all this thing that you've established for yourself, what are some of the obstacles that you face or you've been facing in all these businesses?
Disloyalty.
Oh, okay.
with my people.
You mean the blacks?
The blacks.
Africans.
Yeah, because so far, I am all about, I'm a Pan-African. That's me. So I deliberately invest my money into Africa because I want to see a better Africa. I know that I know. I've done my researches and I know almost everything comes from Africa.
Oh, okay.
Mathematics, paper, sheet, Egypt. So we are brilliant, just that we don't know. So that brilliance, music, look, Ghana and music, Nigeria and music, we are brilliant. White people who understand music, they love our artists, someone like Papa Wemba, those olden Fela, you get it. So because I see those brilliant stuff, I want us to polish it. I want to create awareness on what we are.
Okay. Okay. So like she said, so far the obstacles that she's encountered is disloyalty when it comes to working with Africans. If you're an African and you are out there, like I said, Teresa wants to work. You understand?
Yeah.
When she wants to work, you want to adopt that kind of species and have something good going for you, you can always contact Teresa. Speaking of contact, are you ready to collaborate and partner and team up with someone to work?
I'm open to everything. Just that I don't do anything without contract. Because I've made mistakes in the past and you won't get me on that sector anymore. I have 2 strong lawyers who are hungry. Very hungry, German lawyers too. So everything, but you have to have in mind contract based. Without contract, I will not even sit down and talk.
Without contract, you don't sit down and talk. All right, Teresa, I think we've said a lot. And normally I say when someone comes on the show, we can definitely just one day to talk about everything.
I know, right?
Like we've said a lot. Whoever wants to pick something and start something on their own, because they've seen what you've done for yourself and they can learn from that. So once again, I want to say thanks for coming to LapoteeTV.
Thank you for having me. God bless you.
Is there one thing you want to say before we leave to the people who are watching you out there?
Yeah, I think everyone can make it. Everyone, it's just you, your character, your being. Be a good person. Be a good person. Religion is all about love, giving. So some people are not religious, but they are doing the right thing. Just do the right thing for yourself and God will bless you.
All right, there's no much to say. You just heard the message. Just do the right thing for yourself and God bless you.
Amen.
Once again, Teresa, it was nice having you.
Thank you.